It's Judith. So, where we just were in the last video, breathing in, doing that breathing exercise with the celestial team. Breathing in love, life support, abundance, knowing that we're worthy of being here, and then feeling the love of that. If you can go to how that felt, if you can remember, if you can go to a place of self-love, you can use your breath to breathe it in from the air and let it fill you. Go to a place where you feel at peace with all that you are. And notice that feeling. Because that's your frequency signature. That's your baseline frequency signature. We all have one, just like our handwriting. It's all legible, but each one is different and distinguishable from the other. And that's like our frequency signature. So it's good to start to know yours, to put yourself in a space. You can imagine joyful things. You can feel yourself loved. You can love yourself. Go to that neutral place of unconditional love and just let yourself have it. And see how it feels. And notice that feeling, because the feeling, that's how we read frequencies in the third dimension. But that feeling is your frequency. So play with that, say for the next week or so that you recognize it, your baseline signature, and how it changes with thoughts, with anything that happens. You'll have a thought, you'll have a reaction, and it'll change, it'll fluctuate, it'll still be the same ballpark, yours. But you'll begin to be able to discern when you're starting to think yourself into a lower frequency, into a less sovereign space. And you'll be able to tell when you're around other frequencies that affect you positively or negatively. And then go back to your own, because you know it, you recognize it, you can find it again, right? Once you know it, you always can go back to it, believe that. And frequency signature, so that is a power tool to know your own and to be able to tell it from any other frequency. Because then, that's your center. That's where you navigate from. The next tool that we're going to talk about is the tool of discernment, which evolves from knowing your frequency signature. When you know that, you can tell it from the others. You see how all of this isn't really linear? We're presenting it in a linear way, but it all works together. Self-love, sovereign authority. You can use your power there, right? Then you know your frequency signature, so you can distinguish others, okay? Discernment. The most important thing about discernment is to be able to tell when you're leaving your sovereign authority and drifting with some other frequency, some other thought that tells you you're not. I'll be back with that one in a second. I'm back, and I'm here with the Celestial team, who now wants to talk to you directly. We do, beloved, we do. Because discernment is critical. The reason is because you're in a transition now. So that all kinds of energies, fifth dimensional energies, third dimensional energies, victimization, persecution, sovereign authority, and interconnection, all of them are swirling in a transformational process. Your discernment will help you navigate out of the lower ones and into the ones that celebrate your being, and they're where you want to go. So we ask you now to consider some words, because we want you to see the frequencies. Consider the word boss. My boss. I'm the boss. Feel how that feels. I have a boss, meaning I'm not the boss, or I'm the boss. Okay. Now feel the word authority. Say it out loud. Authority. Do you feel the difference? We will give you a couple more. Say the word self-conscious. Self-conscious. Say that. I'm self-conscious. How does that feel? Look at what our Judith just did with her body. She pulled in. I'm self-conscious. Now say the word conscious, or the words, excuse us, conscious of self. With a capital S. Conscious of self. Do you feel the difference? The first two words, boss and self-conscious, are from the old paradigm. They are words used in the victim duality. I mean, the victim-perpetrator duality that you're coming out of. They are words of separation that separates you one from the other. The words authority is your own. Conscious of self is your own. It relies on no power games, no one to be greater or lesser than you. That's where you're going. This is what we want you to be able to keep your minds on in the coming expanding period. Notice the different frequencies of what is being said to you, what you are saying to yourself, because that's where the biggest perpetrator is, as well as the biggest victim. Banish those words. Change them. Replace them when you hear them. Stop. Say, stop just a minute, brain. We're changing the word. We'll now use the word, my authority. Do this often, because the difference will be the difference between being in the old, stuck ways of separation, of victimhood, of struggling against, of fighting, of giving in, of resentment, and the other will be wholeness, power, and the beginning of interconnectedness among all of you. That is your future. That is what you are creating now, as you're sorting all of these frequencies out and making sovereign choices. We see you doing them. You are in them, and no, not that one. Oh, we like this one. Oh, we see all that going on, and oh, you judge yourselves, but we see you doing it. You're doing it. We wanted to make your tools more obvious to you, more accessible. We wanted to empower you to use them all you can, because then it's not that you will do it as opposed to you wouldn't without them. You are going to do it. But with your tools, you will have a lot more fun. And it will be easier and more joyful and exhilarating. And do we love to see you exhilarated? So play with these. We'll be back with some more. We'll be around. We'll be watching you. You can breathe us in with the air whenever you like and feel our love. We're always with you, beloved. Always and in all ways.